Charlamagne, in my opinion, I've always felt Charlamagne is an industry guy. He's always been for the industry. I always felt like he was a little bit too industry, especially in the past interviews when it came to certain artists. But he recently earned my respect because he was on, mind you, he's got his own podcast with Andrew Shultz, who's also hilarious. And he talked about how, in his words, he goes, I am not going to suck the industry's d-. He goes, I'm going to do interviews the way I want to do them. I'm going to ask the questions I want to ask. And this actually goes back to the whole Tyla interview, which you guys saw that we discussed earlier about how he was getting kind of gatekeeped on exact what questions to ask her. Mm-hmm. Like he'd ask her certain questions and all of a sudden those little speakers, they're like, Ksh. They're like, you can't answer that. Can't ask that.
Did you see in the interview when he asked her something and she looked back at her team? She was like, she didn't know what to, she was like,
yep. She sure did.
Damn, okay.
And that to me, that screamed immediately. And when I say this, that immediately screamed plant, like industry plant to me. And when I say that, because I feel like a lot of people think that when you say plant, it's untalented artist. You can be a talented plant.
Yeah, no, you definitely can.
Right. But to me, I really feel, and I've been saying this, I think Tyla is an industry plant. She is a homegrown. The industry is making this girl, which is okay. She's very talented, but
I mean, she can shake that butt, but you know, she can do the water thing.
Do her,
that's talent right there.
Do her butt shaking thing.
Yeah, that's a hard challenge, by the way.
Yeah,
but anyways,
no,
go ahead.
Exactly. But I mean, as like in my opinion, I mean, I still think she's a talented young lady. I think she's got like with the way the industry is going to build her out. I think she does have a bright future. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about her?
Like I feel like when she came out with the water challenge, like that was a hit. Like,
oh, it was major.
I was in the club one time and someone I knew, it wasn't even her song. It was just a random song, and someone was just pouring water on this skinny girl's ass, like, and at the time I didn't know about Tyla or the Tyla challenge, so I'm like, why the fuck is he pouring water on this skinny bitch's ass?
Right.
And then later on I was like, oh, got it. I'm not in tune with that trend, but now I know. But you should have saw it in real time. He was like, and she was going. She was like, I was like, when did we start doing that?
Wow. So did that trend, like, would you say did that trend take off?
I only saw it one time in real life, but I didn't see it elsewhere, to be honest with you. Not even online. I don't know if you guys saw that, like people doing that online.
No, the only thing I saw was that one dude. I can't remember the actor's name. He was the lead. He was the character that played the priest for Superfly. Okay. He did like that whole cover for it, and that went stupid viral.
Right. Okay.
For that. Yeah, it went stupid viral because he was like doing all these like he got into it, singing all into it and shit.
Yeah.
And like that damn near, I was like, like you got Tyla going viral, and then you was like, and then all of a sudden you got this dude going viral. It was just like, well, damn man, whose song is it really?
Right. He owned it.
Yeah, I was gonna say this guy kind of just take it as his own and stuff, but. No, it was interesting because like I've never, as long as Breakfast Club has been around, I've never seen or heard someone come across a speaker to tell Charlamagne he can't ask those questions. That was crazy.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, yeah, no, I haven't seen anyone that's like, nope, can't talk about it. They just be like, like, but they never ever.
I was beside myself.
Now there was that one time where Nicki Minaj checked Angela Yee.
Oh yeah,
and she was like, have you ever heard this record, or what was it like? Was it a perfume smell, or was it the record? She's like, have you ever? Da, da, da? And Angela was just like, she's like, exactly. Shut the fuck up.
See, I like Angela Yee. I kind of feel bad for her in that moment because Angela Yee is such a nice person. Like damn. What was I gonna say? That just reminded me. You saying about there was a podcast I remember. It was like Joe Budden and when he had Rory and Mal with him, and Nicki was just ripping in
every moment of it
to Joe Budden and Rory. Did you see this?
I saw she had the yellow hair.
Yeah,
with the robe on.
The whole
she
time.
had a white robe on. Yeah. She was protecting her designer fit, but she had yellow long hair. I know exactly.
She was lighting into this white dude named Rory on Joe Budden's podcast. And what was happening, man, was he basically like he kind of downplayed like I guess what she goes through and shit. And so
it was during her hate train. This
Yeah,
is
yep,
the most
yep.
critical era.
at a
It was
harsh
her.
time.
It was the hate train. This was like what, circa 2000, maybe like her hate train started in 2017, 18. It lasted for like till 2021, 22.
Yeah, that sounds about the
So,
timeline. Yeah, for
she was
when,
going
yep.
through a major hate train, so I get it. Like,
And the funniest part, right? I was dead. I was watching that interview and I was dead because the whole time Joe Budden kept saying Roy's pussy, man. He's like Roy's pussy, Roy's pussy. And like as the whole time, Nicki's like chewing and screaming at Rory. Like, bro, I was dead. I was so dead, man.
she was ripping it to him, and I was like, "Yes, girl, I know that's right. You better do that," because people were hating on her. Like,
Right.
it was like the whole industry against her.
Yeah, and
The
you know
whole
what?
industry.
And this is where I kind of had respect a little bit for Joe Budden because Joe Budden, like, through all the hatred and like, because I'll be honest, Joe Budden's kind of a like he's been a hater on a few occasions of things,
Yeah.
and I think even he could admit that.
Yeah, yeah.
But one thing about with Nicki, he always kind of had her back. He always
He
like
turned around for sure.
Yeah, he like it's actually interesting seeing him now because he's very like he's a lot more what do you call that? Supportive of like
is.
artists and more people now.
The Barbers love him right now.
Right, and the barbers exactly.
They
And so
love him
like
right
to me
now.
it's just kind of like, man, this dude really but my thing is like, is he know he's like I got to do this because I'm trying to check
'Cause
this
I don't wanna get
bag.
hate,
He's
right.
like I'm trying to which it's smart. I mean
Yeah.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. Because it's tough out there. It's tough because so much politics involved when it comes to like liking this person. If you don't like that person, you can't fit in. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why I say industry plant very carefully, because again,
there's a few industry plants.
there's a few of them. I think Drake proved to be an industry plant too.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick really showcased what a very talented, because we can't be haters, right?
Right.
Drake is talented. Like, as much as I'm not the biggest fan, but I can't also be a hater and sit here and say Drake's didn't have hits.
No, he has hella hits.
Right,
Like,
but he, in my opinion, I think this really exposed how much of an industry plant though he really truly is though. At the same time,
Yeah.
a very talented industry
yeah.
plant.
And then with Sexyy Red, some people think that she's an industry plant. So Drake co-signing for another industry plant is like, you
It
know what I
doesn't
mean?
help.
He
It
was
doesn't help.
one, or he is one, whatever the case may be. And then people are saying she is, and like they're saying that he's getting paid off of Sexyy Red. Like,
Right.
basically, like,
I've heard that.
the reason why he's riding for her so hard is because he's getting paid off of her stuff.
D, what you think about that, man? Like, what do you think about the industry plant situation? And how do you
I don't know.
feel?
I
Like,
gotta
as-
see if Drake really writing for her, because she
I mean-
rap ratchet music, hood music, and Drake, he really don't rap like that.
No, not necessarily right, but like going like, so like he'll shout her out, he'll hop on her songs,
'Cause,
he'll post
you know, they
pictures,
do that-
videos with her, like
Right.
that's my baby mama.
She
Like,
right. They do that
he
when
was
they
in
tryna
her video,
co-sign for you or sign you.
co-sign. Like,
He probably trying to
they're,
sign
They're
her.
saying that he's doing that so much. He's going so hard
Because she
for
the hottest
Sexyy
in the
Red,
game, so he want her.
because she's that, and because he's like profiting off of her.
Yeah. Right now, they said she was like the number one female artist. She like everything
She is though,
dropped.
if you want to be honest, whether
Everything
she's
she
trash
dropped.
or not, she is the
Yeah,
number
everything
one
she
right now.
dropped.
I mean, she's not,
crazy.
you know,
she got the
being
wave.
forgotten about.
She got the wave. Now, if she can keep the wave for a long time, she
Yeah.
got, so far everything she dropping is she coming like how when Nicki and them came out and Cardi B and them came out, she coming hard.
She's lasting hard.
sure.
Like
Yeah.
when Lola Brooke came in the game, she was hot for a minute and then
well,
down.
that.
But
that
I
gets
see what Leah mean though. Maybe Drake got a plan to try to sign her, because I don't believe she's signed right now.
No, I don't even
I don't
know
think
if
she's
she's
signed right
I
now.
don't know.
Yeah, I
But-
think that's what she right. They come to
But
you.
he's getting paid off. They're saying he's getting paid off her. That's why he's pushing her so much, because whatever she's making, or between her label or whatever, he's getting a percentage off of her.